Guys, what's up? How you doing? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my top recommendations for the upcoming VIB sale from Sephora. If you want to find out what those are, just keep on watching. Alrighty friends, let's begin. But before we do, I wanted to thank Ana Luisa for sponsoring this portion of the video. If you don't know Ana Luisa, they're a sustainable jewelry brand. They use mostly recycled materials so they can keep their prices super low. They're also super earth conscious, which I love, and they're 100% water and carbon neutral. Actually, an ambassador of Ana Luisa jewelry, and I just love their pieces so much. I've used them for over 2 years and they're just a beautiful, such dainty pieces. I love the fact that you find a piece that you love and they don't make too many of them, so they're very exclusive. You know, they make a limited amount of that product, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So I do suggest, if you like any of the pieces that I'm going to show you into this video, you go ahead and check out their website. I'm going to have links in my description box. This time around, they sent me 3 beautiful pieces and I'm just so obsessed about them. Of course, I'm wearing them right now, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a close-up for you. You're gonna love this ear cuff that I'm gonna show you. This one is called Antoinette, and oh my goodness, how beautiful is this. It is 14K gold. It has a little bit of zirconium and it has recyclable sterling silver underneath that 14K gold, which is so good. The price, it can't really be bad. I feel like the prices are just amazing. How shiny, how luxurious, and how beautiful these ear huggy looks. I just love it. I don't have pierced right here and I always wanted to, so as soon as I saw this, I knew that I needed to try it and I'm obsessed. I'm not willing to remove it ever until the holidays. It's just so pretty. And can we talk about these hoops? I also wanted to have a really good pair of hoops that I don't have to, you know, keep replacing. The perfect size for my face. They don't tarnish. They are just such long wearing pieces. As I mentioned, I had my pieces for over 2 years and they don't tarnish. They do so good. I adore their jewelry. And then last but not least, this beautiful piece. I'll show you a close-up in a minute, but I just love how it sits right here on my neck. At the back, you have different length, so you can have it a little bit longer if you like. But yeah, Ana Luisa is currently running their biggest sale of the year. They have a 20% off site-wide, which is amazing. Friends, for gifting, this is everything I just love, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love them too. They all come packaged in this box like this. As I mentioned, they use recyclable material, very minimal packaging, so that we are very earth conscious. And then all the pieces are gonna come in little pouches like this, with these last a lifetime, friends. So look at these, how beautiful for gifting. Again, it's just everything. You close it up and your jewelry is really secure and well taken care of. So I highly recommend you go ahead and check out their website. Links, discount code, and everything will be in my description box for you to check out, so don't forget to go ahead and do that after you watch my video. But let's just move on to the recommendations for the Sephora sale. So this time around, friends, I wanted to really narrow down my recommendations. So on this video, I'm only recommending makeup products. If you're interested in hair care and skincare, I advise you to go ahead and check out that video. This one was like a month ago video where I recommended things for the family and friends of Sephora employees. So if you're interested in those type of things, that's gonna be there. Here we all about the makeup. So let's begin with the foundation that I'm wearing today, and this one is an oldie but a goodie. Are very popular. It is a beautiful foundation. I wear the shade 311 and I just love it. It's just easy to use, easy to apply. I spray it to the brush directly and then I just go everywhere. I love the tone of it, even though it looks a little bit light for me. You can see that after, you know, I blend it and everything, it just looks perfect. And it is a beautiful finished foundation. This is like my special occasion kind of foundation. This is like top 5 foundation for me, so I wanted to make sure that I recommend one that I love a ton. But then I wanted to recommend 2 more. So if you're looking for something more lightweight, I do recommend this one by Fenty Beauty. This is their Eavesdrop Blurring Tint blurring tint, and I have the shade 10. This is a very lightweight. It is super pretty on the skin. It looks very natural. If you powder it, if you're a little bit oily and you powder it down, it looks stunning. And then I wanted to recommend my newest obsession, which I never got to review, and that's why it's still in the box. I put it back in and out of my box, but this is by Lawless. I have the shade Palo Santo, and this is a stunning foundation, friends. This is such, look at that, it is such a serum foundation, very lightweight. This self sets to a powdery finish. It lasts so beautiful on the skin. It looks so poreless, so perfecting. So I really enjoy this foundation. So if you ask me my faves at the moment, these are gonna be it. Next up, I have this corrector by Charlotte Tilbury. I cannot go a day without correcting my dark circles. I usually always do, because you know, I have some dark circles, and especially now, 30 weeks pregnant, I'm not sleeping much nowadays, so yeah, I need some corrector. This is a beautiful, this is the shade medium 2. I love that it's not overly creamy. I love the color. It's very beautiful. I just love this product. I highly recommend, if you suffer from dark circles, you check out Charlotte's under eye corrector, because this is truly a winner. And then for my concealer, this has been my holy grail for a long time now. This is Pat's concealer. This is her Sublime Perfection concealer. I have the shade LM13. And you can see how much coverage this has. I know I had the corrector underneath, but in days that I don't have time for a corrector, I just go ahead and do this one and I'm good to go. This is a beautiful long wearing concealer. I can't get enough. This is, yeah, this is my baby. I have two shades, LM14 when it's summertime, LM13, which is this one when it's wintertime. So yeah, these two are my concussion for my under eyes when I am extra tired. Next up, let's talk a little bit about setting powder, and the one that I wanted to recommend is this one by Givenchy. This is their PRISME LIBRE powder in the shade 4. This has 4 different shades in here. You can see that it has a lilac shade, a green shade, an orange shade, and a little bit of a yellowy shade. You go ahead and mix them up and you apply them. This is gonna be very correcting. So if you suffer from dark circles, this is gonna help you. If you suffer from rosacea, it's also gonna help tone down that redness on your cheek area. So I feel like this is an amazing powder. It makes you super flawless, friends. And it is not very like mattifying, so it's not gonna really suck the life out of you. So I feel like even during winter time, I'm gonna enjoy it. I really used it all summer long. I bought it last Sephora sale and I put it at the back of my drawer, and then I just forgot about it. But this is a beautiful powder. I've been using it non-stop for the past 3 or 4 months. I also wanted to recommend by DIOR this one. So if you have dry complexion, dry skin, I feel like this is such a natural and beautiful powder. This is their cushion powder, and I've reviewed all these products. So if you go type up my name, you know, the video will come out. These I have in the shade medium, which is a little bit deep. So I'm actually considering picking up the light shade. This in medium really darkens my foundation. So if you are medium, I say go with light. This is meant to be a translucent powder, but I feel like it has some coverage, like not a ton, but it darkens, it dulls down my under eyes, and I want one powder to do it all. So if you're interested in a powder that looks really flawless, beautiful, it has a little bit of, not really sparkles. This is super matte. This one has a little bit of life. So if you like that look, this is for you. This looks beautiful. I promise it's not sparkle, it's not glitter, but it gives you a beautiful and healthy sheen. Kinda. So anyhow, these two are my choices for setting powder. And if you can tell, I'm going in the order which I usually apply my makeup, and there's a ton of DIOR here. DIOR bronzer is the way to go. This is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer of the shade 5. The packaging is stunning. I just love it. This is in the shade Warm Bronze. You can see that it really shows up. I have to do a little bit of building up with this shade, but I don't mind it. I like my bronzer to be this exact color. I don't want it to be super warm, so that's why I appreciate this tone. So you can see this is like a heavy swatch. It is beautiful, very neutral but stunning. I recently tried this one by Huda Beauty, her Glowish bronzer, and this is really nice, friends. This gives you a beautiful sheen as well, so I still wanted to talk about it. This is what it looks like. Very similar shades, actually, if you can tell. This is in the shade Tan Light, and I love it. These I also have to do a little bit of building up. I feel like with this one I have to build up a little bit more than with this because of the formula. This is a little bit pressed, like pressed harder on the pen than this. This is a little bit more powdery, so it gives me more to work with. But yeah, these two bronzers I really like. And then my baby, I cannot stop. I have to mention my Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is in the shade medium. You can see that I hit major pen. This one is one that I love, but I have to build up even more. So you can see it's a little bit lighter than the other three that I just showed you, but all of them work to be beautiful on my complexion. All of them with the right amount of building up, they all show up beautifully. Winter is approaching. I don't want anything warm on my complexion. These cool tones, neutral tones are the way to go in my opinion. So these three are my favorite bronzers of the moment. So now let's move on to blushes, and I am such a blush lover. I adore blush. So this was a category that I didn't know how to narrow. So truly these are like newish products that I want to share. If you want to treat yourself and you want a beautiful luxury blush, I think these ones by Tom Ford are the way to go. These are the new shade and Illuminate blush. This is in the shade Cherry Blaze, and I've tried these. I have a video on it if you wanted to see how it applies. But look at this color. It's just very pretty, very softening on the complexion. It just looks very pretty. So these ones by Tom Ford are beautiful. I wanted to recommend them. Next up, I have to talk about this. You know what's coming. I love these palette by Patrick Ta. I do suggest that you go into store, call Sephora's around you, because they have it in store. They just don't have it online, and he doesn't really stocks too much of his products. So if you're really interested, you know, in getting your hands on these, just call that Sephora. I promise you'll be able to find it. This is his newest palette. I didn't even say his Major Headlines palette. This is his holiday release. Today, as you can see, I'm wearing the pink shade. As I show you in my little demo, I adore this palette. This is such a great deal, friends. This is such a great deal because his single blushes are like $50 and this palette is like, you know, like 70, something like that. But it is such a good price. If you cannot get your hands on that, then you might as well just settle for the duos that he has. But I do highly recommend you try to find that palette because the colors are stunning, very vivid, but you can, you know, tone it down. You don't have to do it super bright, but they're just beautiful. They last so well on your complexion, on your cheeks and everything. Another very long wearing blush is the new Glowish by Huda Beauty, the little guys. I have them back there. I just remember because I reviewed them recently, and those are beautiful as well. I reviewed them. Go ahead and check it out. But those are very long wearing as well. So I love blushes that are long wearing, especially if we're wearing a mask, right? We want something that is gonna stay. So Patrick Ta, long wearing, Glowish, they're also very long wearing. And then speaking of long wearing, LYS. This is a beautiful brand. I highly recommend you look into them. They have stunning products. I love their cream blushes. So if you're a cream blush lover, look at that color Passion. Then we have Confident, very neutral and pretty. And then we have Kindness, which is very peachy, and Coral shade. These blushes have a beautiful formulation. They're clean at Sephora, very affordable. and I love how long wearing these are. Like, these are so easy to apply as well. They do set down to a powdery finish, so you don't end up with, you know, sticky face, nothing like that. These are stunning. Highly recommend LYS, you know, blush department and highlighter, which I have coming. I'll show you in a minute. And last but certainly not least, pad blush palettes. Friends, you need to add these to your basket. Do not forget, these are beautiful. This is the darkest shade that she carries in Amber Allure. I reviewed this one. I love this highlighter a ton. It is so, so pretty. I know this looks very scary, but you can sheer it down. You don't need to apply it so much. You know, they're pigmented, so you need just a little bit. If you're fair complexion, you could still get away with them, I promise. Just have to be very light-handed. They're stunning. They have a lighter palette, and then they have these ones. They're limited edition. They're 2 palettes. Such a great deal. Again, you get 3 products for the amount that you pay. Is the way to go. Her blushes are pricey, her single blushes, so if you wanted to try her formula, do not forget that they have these little palettes because they're amazing. So now let's move on to highlighter, and I have a few to show you. The first one, which is the one that I'm wearing, is this one by LYS, which is the rose gold shade. This is what it looks like. Let me do a little swatch. This is just beautiful, friend. Such a beautiful, beautiful formula. Very softening, very easy to apply. Look at that glow. So blinding if you need them to be, or you can sheer them down. You don't need to have this much glow, but they have liquid highlighter that go with the, you know, the powder highlighter. Beautiful products, beautiful products by LYS. Very long wearing as well when you pair them together, the cream and the powder. They're beautiful. The cream, like the liquid highlighter, hold on, let me show you. This is what their liquid highlighters look like. This is in the shade Genuine, and these set down to a beautiful powdery finish. You just need a little bit of it, and you just tap, and it sets down. Such beautiful, beautiful formulation. These two together are everything. Highly recommend, highly recommend you look into LYS. As I mentioned, such good deals. I said there was going to be more DIOR coming your way, and this is their new formulation of highlighter. This is the more peachy one, as you can see. If I put it like this is in the shade Golden Glow. And again, I'm not doing many swatches in this video because I reviewed all these products. This is a beautiful formula by DIOR. It is natural, but you can build it up if you needed to. This is stunning. The packaging is so pretty. The highlighter has a little bit of a shiny packaging, and the bronzer is matte. I hope you can tell. These lights are bright today. Anyhow, beautiful highlighter. This is the shade that I like the most, and it is Golden Glow 04. She's the more peachy one, but they have beautiful, beautiful shades. Next up, another Givenchy product, and this is one that I've been enjoying it quite a bit. This is their holiday highlighter. It comes with a mosaic also packaging. You get 2 color, well, 4 divided colors, but pretty much is 2. You get one rosy color and one gold color. This is in the shade Organza, and I saw this at Sephora. This is beautiful. If you want also some luxury in your life, this is beautiful. I have a review, so I'm not gonna swatch it. Go ahead and check out that review if you're interested in that highlighter, but it is very, very pretty. Next up, Guerlain Meteorites, and of course I needed to mention them. I mean, what were you thinking? These are the Gold Pearls Meteorites. This is their holiday edition. I love the color of this year's Meteorites, so I feel like these are going to be very, very complementary to many complexions, so that's why I love them. You have very light pearls, you have a little bit of gold pearls, you have a little bit of like dark gold coppery pearls, and they're beautiful. You can use them as a blush topper or as a finishing. It's not too much glow. These just make you look flawless. I love these year's Meteorites. Again, review. you can go check it out. But yeah, this makes your face so beautiful and filtered and perfected. So I do highly recommend these year's Meteorites. I feel like they're gonna complement many complexions. For my brows, I am wearing this brow sheet by Charlotte Tilbury. This is just beautiful, friends. It has a little bit of a slanted tip, if you can tell. Hold on. So there you go. I hope you can tell. It has a little bit of a slanted pointy. I love that she has refills. I already went through one and it lasted me a good amount of time. I was obsessed with Huda Beauty's pen. Thin brow, how do you call this? Bomb brows. Yeah, I love it. It is super micro, but see, already finished. So they just don't last, and I don't feel like you get your money's worth when you use these ones. With Charlotte, I feel like it lasted me over 2 or 3 months. It was good. I used it almost every single day, and now I already got a refill, so I only have to like refill this part and I'm good to go. I don't have to waste the packaging, which this is very pretty. It looks so Charlotte, so I don't have to be wasteful with the packaging. I just buy the refills. Beautiful product by her on my brows. I love it. Look at that. The color is also really pretty. Natural brown is a shade that I have and I really like it. Look at that. Next up, Anastasia brow freeze. I love this thing. I don't really use it every time I do my makeup. I have to be honest. I only use it on special occasions or days where I'm wearing a ton of it, like today. But this is so pretty, friends. It just really sets down your brows. They're there. They don't move. They're not going anywhere. They don't budge. But it doesn't feel like, you know, it doesn't feel crunchy. You touch them, whatever, they're a little bit stiff, but I'm not touching my brows, so I just do them and I forget them. So beautiful pair for your brows. For mascara, I wanted to recommend this one by Rare Beauty. I've been using this so much. I have a review. It's very long wearing. It doesn't smudge. I have a problem with mascara smudging underneath my eyes and I get it everywhere. I don't know how I manage to do that, but it happens every time. So this is one that is very long wearing and I don't have to fight it at night to take it out. So that's something that I appreciate about this mascara. Right now, of course, I'm wearing lashes, but I reviewed this mascara. You can see like full 2 coats or 3 coats of the mascara itself if you want to take a look. But yeah, great mascara by Rare Beauty. I really like it. And then my Tone 4 eyeliner. This is the eyeliner that I'm wearing every time I want to do a wing liner and I'm like so insecure about my wing and my skills. I choose him. This is a double-ended product. So you have one like stiff tip and then you have like sort of like a more bendy one. So here, look how easy and effortlessly those lines just come. It is super black. Oh my god, this is so nice. So pricey, friends. If you can get it with discount, you need to try it. This is truly a staple, I think, and they also last a long time. I bought these last Sephora sale, but not like April, last year, November. And look, it's going strong. I don't use it every day, I'm not gonna lie. I use it when, again, I have heavy makeup, when, you know, special occasions, because this is a pricey pen. But even so, like, you saw how effortlessly that just glided. It gives you a ton of pigmentation. I love this Tone 4. Then I didn't even say the name. It is their eye defining pen. My setting spray of choice, Charlotte. This is got to be hairspray for your face. This is so good. This is how much I have left from my bottle. It lasts a while. I always set my makeup. I have it right now. It really locks your makeup. I love it because when I'm wearing a mask, you know, I don't want makeup all over my mask. It's just so gross. I'm not saying that this prevents a ton of transferring. Of course, it's gonna depend on the foundation and the products that you're wearing, but it helps. So any help that I can get, I'll take it. Holiday palettes. These are 2 that I needed to mention, top of my list. I'm not actually talking about any other eyeshadow palettes just these two because they're for the holidays. You know, you want to get a discount if you can. This is her Instant Eye Palette, Smoky Eyes, are forever. This is the palette that I'm wearing right now, and I just love it. It is so easy to use. It has neutral tones. It has a little bit of, you know, pop of color. You get green, you get pink, you get, it's good stuff. It is so beautiful and sophisticated, so easy to use, very dummy proof, so I really like it. But then if you're one that love your glam and your sparkles and you want a special occasion palette, this is where this comes in. This is a special occasion palette. I'm not walking around with glitter, you know, everywhere I go. So this is one that I reach for the holiday. This is one that I reach when I want to be super glam. This is stunning. I love the formula. I love the colors. It is very random, you know, colors randomly placed, but I don't mind it. It's just so pretty. Even if I want to stay very neutral, I could with this palette, but it's usually when I want, you know, to be glam, I'll reach for this. I love these two palettes. I do highly recommend, depending on your needs, to look at them. Last but not least, lippies. So when it comes to lippies, I've mentioned these, and I'm actually working on a video super soon of my Charlotte Tilbury, just swatching every single shade and applying it to my lips. If you're wondering, I have more than this. I could fill out maybe 1.5 or 2 of these with her lippies. So I really love her Matte Revolution formula. It is a very comfy, very beautiful. It just lasts so pretty on your lips, and I do highly recommend her lippies. So only 1, 2, 3, 4 are Gucci, the rest are hers, but I wanted to add some Gucci so that I can show you. The shade that I'm wearing right now is this one by Gucci. It's called the Painted Veil, and it is so neutral and pretty, so creamy, so comfy. It does have a perfumey scent. It goes away in a minute or two, not a minute, longer, but it goes away. Then her lipsticks are beautiful. Her lipsticks are creamy. It's everything that I need in a matte formula, so they don't really dry my lips out, nothing like that, and they look stunning. But I also wanted to mention my recent love, which are these Givenchy lippies. These are their sheer velvet formula, and I've talked about these so much. Again, I have a video on them. These are beautiful. These are very blurring to your lips. They're going to make your lips very soft and perfected, and they're very hydrating. They have different colors. I just went with, you know, the more neutral ones, but these are the 3 shades that I have that I love. These are very nourishing to the lips too, so they're not gonna be drying at all, and I love their beautiful velvety packaging. So these are the lippies that I recommend you get your hands on it during the Sephora sale. Alrighty friends, so those were all my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora sale. I'm not talking about any holiday sets because I'm gonna make a separate video for those. So remember, dates, links, everything will be below. Every single product that I talked about in today's video. Of course, I'm including Ana Luisa's link in my description box. Guys, take a minute, do yourself a favor, go ahead and check them out because they're truly amazing. Their quality, you're just gonna love them as much as I do. I promise you that you won't regret it. Their Black Friday sale runs from November 1st to the 29th. You have almost a whole month to check out their website. Do not forget, so it'll be listed below for you. Thanks so much, you guys, for your love and support. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.